then you already know that I am a huge Christmas girl. I love to decorate my house early. I love to leave all my Christmas decorations up until a couple weeks after New Year's. And I just thoroughly enjoy the way my house feels when it has twinkling lights everywhere and just the coziness of Christmas decor. And so I was looking for a new tree a few years ago, a new artificial tree, and I came across King of Christmas. And I had seen other people, friends of mine even here on YouTube, talk about their trees. And I was like, you know what? I think this might be the one for me. And so my husband and I kind of were looking at them, and he was like, you pick what you want. And we ended up getting a gorgeous flocked Christmas tree that year. That was 3 years ago now. I had never had a flocked tree before, and it was something that I always really wanted, because not only do I keep my Christmas decor up for a long time, once I take it down a couple weeks after New Year's, I actually turn my house into a winter wonderland. And that means I leave my tree up with just clear lights on, and I decorate with different snow themed things all over. So I still have the beautiful twinkling lights and keep my house in that cozy, wonderful feel all through winter, and I keep it up until the end of February. So to have a flocked tree for Christmas and then for my winter decor was just perfection. That tree, I absolutely fell in love with. I've never had a tree that I enjoyed so much, and I'm talking even all the years that we got real Christmas trees. And so my husband agreed, like, it looks fantastic in our living room, and just added a whole new feel to our Christmas decor. Well, then 2 years ago, I was so thankful because King of Christmas, I was able to work with them that year. So I purchased my first tree and 3 years ago. And then 2 years ago, I was able to work with them. And I'm going to be popping up some little video clips or pictures for you guys to see these different things that I'm talking about, so you can see just how gorgeous they are. They sent over a gorgeous set with a wreath, garland, and mini trees that were all pre-lit that absolutely just looks so beautiful. And you guys, when I tell you, I've had several artificial trees over the years and artificial garlands, that kind of thing. And I have gone and looked in stores and see the price of things. And a lot of times I'm like, really? Like, the quality of this doesn't seem that great. That is not the case with King of Christmas. Ask anyone. You can look at videos all throughout YouTube and find people who have worked with King of Christmas, and they'll tell you the same thing. The quality is top notch. And so I have loved having these beautiful pieces in my home to decorate with. Now, last year, I was able to work with King of Christmas again, and this time I got to choose a tree. And so I chose a gorgeous, another flocked tree, because that's my preferred look. So I chose another tree last year, and that actually became my favorite, even more so than the first tree that I had, which I didn't think would happen because I loved that tree so much. But there was just something about it that just, oh, absolutely loved it. And everyone who has come into my house and seen my trees are like, those trees are beautiful. Well, this year, I am so thankful to be working with King of Christmas again. And again, they let me choose a tree. And this year I chose a 7-foot King Noble flocked tree. I prefer to get unlit trees. They have pre-lit or unlit, so it's just what your preference is. But I like to get unlit and be able to arrange the lights the way I want to, change up between colored or just clear or whatever I want to do. And so I just prefer unlit trees. But so you will be seeing an unlit tree, and but you'll see it with my lights on it. But it's not a pre-lit tree. But yes, so that is what I chose for this year. The reason I chose it, it is something completely different than the other types of trees that I've had. And I'll tell you exactly why I chose it. When I saw it, the nostalgia it brought me was just, oh, I knew I had to try out this tree. It reminds me of being a kid and we live in Michigan. We lived in northern Michigan until I was 6. And I remember going out with my mom and dad and my sister, and we would be bundled up in our snowsuits. My mom would have a thermos of hot chocolate, and we would trudge out into the woods with our tag that we had gotten, license, whatever it was, to cut down a tree. And we'd trudge out in the woods and just be looking for the prettiest tree we could find. We're not talking a tree farm where things are, trimmed and shaped and all that kind of stuff. You're looking for just a natural tree that is going to be beautiful in your house. and then cutting it, my dad getting down underneath and sawing it and cutting it down, and us dragging it out of the woods and taking it home and setting it up. There was something so magical about that. And when I saw this style of tree, that's exactly what it made me think of. It's what it made me feel. And I actually was just talking to my mom. She was telling me, oh, I've been looking on King of Christmas at trees because they want a new artificial tree. And she said, I said, oh, I got a new one this year. And she said, well, what did you get? And I told her, and she goes, that's exactly the one I'm looking at. She wants a taller one because they have very tall ceilings at their house. But I said, are you serious? And she goes, it reminds me of the trees we would go out and find in the woods when you guys were kids. And I'm like, that's exactly what I said. So the nostalgia of that my mom thought the exact same thing that I did when looking at this tree, just makes it that much more special to me. And so I am so excited to have this in our home this year. I'm excited to share it with you guys so you can see just exactly how I am decorating it. And like I said, it will grace my house all the way until, I put it up November 1st, and it will stay up until the end of February. And it just, it makes me so happy. So I can't wait to share it with you guys. Definitely check out my description box down below. I will have links to everything for you. Also, it is not an affiliate code. I don't make money from showing you this tree. There is it's like a referral link so that they see that I, sent you their way. So thank you so much if you do use it and make any kind of purchases or anything. But that really just will let them know that people have seen my tree, my video, and we're interested enough to check it out. And so that just maybe will help me be able to work with them again next year. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this tree. I hope you have the most magical Christmas season and winter season. And I love to make the most of all of it because it's just the coziest to me. So thank you so much, King of Christmas, for allowing me to pick this beautiful tree to have in my home for my family to enjoy this Christmas season. And I hope that you guys will enjoy getting to see my tree and just what it looks like here in my home. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye. Oh, the excitement seeing this box on my front porch and just knowing that I have this brand new tree to put up. So I can't wait to show you guys kind of the process real quick and just what it ends up looking like. So here is when you open up the box, there was some stuff on top to keep it protected. And then when you pull it out here, you've got directions for setting it up. You've got the King of Christmas bags, which these things are phenomenal. They're so easy to put your tree back into every year. Awesome. They give you the gloves for fluffing so you're not scratching up your arms and your hands, which these aren't really scratchy, but you get the 3 different pieces and they are labeled so you know which order to put them in. And then of course the stand comes with the tree. So everything you need. And now I'm showing you I went ahead and put the sections together, and this is what it looks like before I fold everything down, which is also very easy, and get fluffing. And I will say this particular tree, so now you're seeing it fluffed out, is very easy to do because it's not so full like the other ones. And so this is just with my lights on it. I like nice, warm, clear lights. And so that's what it looks like lit up. And then here I had just put my tree skirt on and my garland and just a couple little ornaments here, a little nativity kind of set of ornaments. But I wanted to come up close and show you the branches and stuff up close so you can see the texture of the tree and get an idea of what it looks like up close with the flocking. These are heavily flocked, which I love because they look like there's a lot of snow on them, but the flocking does not come off and get all over the place. You might find a little piece here or there, but nothing like anything that I usually experience with flocked things. And then here it is just lit up before I'm getting all of my ornaments and stuff on it that I was going to be doing the next day. And here we go. So I went ahead this year and decided instead of I have a ton of ornaments. This tree won't hold as many ornaments as my other trees did. So I went ahead this year and did just some very special ornaments from like the years my kids were born. And the rest of the ornaments are all things from vacations that we've gone on. So they're all places that we've been and memories. And so I'm just kind of giving you a little overview here of what I've got there on the tree. It still holds a ton of ornaments. I just have an excessive amount, but that's okay. But that way I'll be able to change things out each year too if I want to. But it was really fun this year to just do it this way and have all of these things that just are very special to me and mean a lot. And so all the way up to the top, I decided actually not to put a topper on my tree this year, which is the first time maybe ever But the very top thing up there is like my little family that my mom had made at one point. And then like the angel, my sweet friend Jenny made for me several years ago. And then just kind of going down, and you're kind of maybe being able to see Dollywood over there. You're seeing a Disney ornament. You're seeing the Beast from Kings Island. um, and we've got a Great Smoky Mountains. I mean, things from Cedar Point. This is my most favorite ever because my grandson was born this year. So that's my favorite gift of the year. And then this is just from back, kind of showing you those nice warm twinkly lights that just make me so happy. And then in the next clip, you're going to notice they look a lot brighter white. I'm not sure why the camera does that at night, because the lights, like when I'm looking at it right now in my living room, they look that nice warm glow that you saw in the clip before. But this is just, you know, at night, what it looks like all lit up. And I absolutely love this. It just makes my living room feel so cozy. I love the way the branches are arranged. Like I said, it has that very, you went out into the woods and found this beautiful tree and brought it back home. It's not this big, thick, fluffy, perfect looking artificial tree. It looks like that nostalgia to me, and it just makes me so happy. So I am looking so forward to having this up all of this Christmas season and this winter, and you'll be seeing it with all my other Christmas decor up in other videos, but I wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you enjoy it.